don't even understand for real how Wack thought he was going to go on a platform and say that Blueface wasn't signed to 100 ENT when he's told the world this before. When he let the world know that Blueface was signed to his label, yeah, that's my artist. Like, come on. It is public information, and then you went and talked slick about Wack. So I know now Wack is about to start campaigning on academics about the little boy. Because he already threw that out there. You don't want me to start talking about the little boy. Now that academics doubled down, right? And he tried to do it in a soft manner, if we being real. He tried. He tried to do it in a soft manner, but he went to the facts. And he pointed out the facts. So now it made WACK100 look like he always looks, like a liar. Straight up. It made him look like he always looked. Oh, you a liar. You said Blueface wasn't signed to 100 ENT. It says it right here. What you mean? Hold up. No, Cash Money West is not on there no more because Cash Money West dropped you, Wack. You telling everybody Cash Money, Birdman, the budget. Birdman don't got no budget for you. And I've been telling y'all, Birdman is dealing with hundreds of millions of dollars. He knows WACK100 is a fuck up. And this is what people got to understand. If I give you a shot and I'm out here dealing with real business, now Wack can go on Clubhouse and talk to the people that don't got no common sense or knowledge about real business. And they going, yes, 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 Wack. You go over here and do some real business. Birdman now. Straight up. It's Birdman now. Birdman been in the business for 30 years. In the business since the 90s. When WACK100 was in a juvenile facility somewhere, locked up, acting like, you know, he was locked up for all this crazy shit. Birdman had a label. Birdman got a 90-10 split with the label. Literally. Birdman got a 90-10 split with the label. He been doing business since the 90s. Straight up. He knows everything about the music industry. So he took the Wack because Wack does what he does to everybody, manipulate people like he's this big guru, right? Like he's this big guru and he knows all this shit. So he said, all right, I'm going to give you a shot with Cash Money West. Wack got duties to do for the FBI. He can't focus on no record label. He got duties to do. That nigga can't put his attention on Blueface's career. He got to line people up. He has to do federal investigations. So he can't lock in on his artists. He got to do federal investigations. Come on now. So Birdman give him a shot and say, here, I'm going to let you get Cash Money West through Cash Money on me. Let's get it. Let's get this paper. You know what happened with Wack? He too focused on lining people up with the FBI. He's too focused on lining people up with the feds. He can't dial in on the business. So what did he do? He fumbled the record label. And I'm going to tell you, this is just real rap. People that are doing real business, they're not giving you opportunity after opportunity after you mess up the business. They don't want nothing to do with you. They don't want to be a part of you. I'm not going to keep taking a risk and losing money by dealing with you. And all you talking about is here, I got my hand out. It lets you know that Wack don't have what he say he had. Wack tell everybody he got $200 million deals. Wack don't got no $200 million deal for nothing. Nowhere. At all. He's never had a deal like that in his entire life. He hears other people that are real business execs talk about how they got hundreds of millions of dollars of deal, and all he do is act like he got it. And we see that up with anything he doing. He see these people that really got hundreds of millions of dollars, and being as though that he knows who these people are and he's spoken to these people before, and people know that he's been in contact with these people, he act like he's doing the same thing. And this is something that people got to pay attention to. Because we know, yeah, you know Birdman. Yeah, you know QCP. Yeah, you know Kanye West. You know that they're doing hundreds of millions of dollars a deal. So you act like, all right, I can say I'm doing hundreds of millions of dollars deals too. But they don't exist. Nowhere. He doesn't have any deals like this. And when he got with Birdman, and Birdman seen that, oh, you really can't run a label. I'm giving you the opportunity to run a label that's already well established with the name that's global. Ain't no 100 ENT shit. This Cash Money. Hold up. We know how many artists then came through Cash Money on a whole nother level. On a whole nother level. Hundreds of $1 million people. Straight up. Nicki, Drake, Wayne, and a lot more came through with hundreds of millions of dollars. The label's already established. People know about Cash Money. So when you talking about Cash Money, you already stamped. Wack had a label thrown to him, stamped, and he didn't know what to do with it. So you mean to tell me you think Birdman gonna take another shot with this nigga? Huh? Now I'ma just tell this nigga, yeah, I got you. Go ahead. Phone with Ack, right? Because he got Wack to call Ack, because he know Ack and Wack rock with each other, but he need Ack to do business with him. He get Wack to call Ack. First thing Wack on there doing, yeah, you should do this, you should do that. Nobody's listening to you, Wack. Academics got way more paper than Wack. Birdman got way more paper than Wack. We're not listening to you, bro. You sitting on this three-way call, but we're not listening to you. You don't know how to do business. Just be real. Do you see Birdman or academics dialoguing with people like the Clubhouse people? No. Because people that got real business and real money, they don't have time for that. That's not their game. They're doing real business with real individuals. But you got Wack portraying to be this big, solid businessman, but you're doing conversations with people that don't have any business. Nobody has a company on Clubhouse doing anything. But these are the people that are stroking your ego that you get to manipulate, and they just yes man you and believe you. So it strokes your ego. It makes you feel like a real boss. But Birdman had already dealt with you and seen how you do when you get put in position. He see it. Man, with no nigga, and I done gave you the key to my label and let you branch off and get busy, and you don't know what to do. Wack does not know what to do with the music business. He hung around Suge Knight and Big U. He got his game off of extortion with contracts. That shit is over. Everybody's not going for that. You might buck up on a sucker, and that's what happened with Blueface. He bucked up on a sucker. Game was dealing with him. He had a sucker. Game came to his senses. Man, I got to get away from this nigga. After he was a sucker for Wack. Then he come to his senses. Man, this nigga tearing me up. I'm going down with this nigga. I ain't elevating. So of course, you got to understand that niggas is going to not deal with him. When Wack's name is spoke about in the industry, everybody speaks about Wack as a dirtbag. And this is what people got to understand. When Wack's name is spoke about in the music business, he spoke about as a dirtbag. Don't nobody want to care about who you know. They know that your business practices aren't right. These people that are in the music business, they are getting rich. They're not going to associate with people that are not fueling their brain. This is why a lot of the jokers cut Wack off. Yeah, they know him. And I'm going to tell you something about the industry, right? When people know you in the industry, when they see you, they'll speak to you. When they get away from you, they don't answer the phone for you. When they out there at them events, if they see you, it's, hey, what's up? How you doing? How you been? Yeah, give me your number. Okay. And then when they leave, you try to call them, they never answer. Yeah, I gave you the number, but I ain't got to pick up the phone for you. This is how they do Wack. He got the number, but when they need Wack to contact something or they need Wack to do some old groundwork, they'll get him on the phone. All right, that's it. They're not rocking with Wack like that. And this is what people got to understand. Birdman gave Wack an opportunity and Wack didn't know what to do with it. Because if he did, Cash Money West would be the biggest thing out there. Straight up. All the artists would be in position. See, Wack is too greedy though. He too greedy. He won 30% from everybody. If he was a smart businessman, he would have took a less percentage from everybody to bring everybody on his squad. But that's why I'm telling you, these niggas is greedy. They only worried about one sale. If I get the biggest sale, then I'm doing something. Smart individuals, they gonna take the percentage that they know is gonna draw the other people. Yeah, I got you. Here. I'm gonna do this for you. Here. Some people you might gotta give out a little so that you can draw the other people in. Straight up. Sometimes you gotta, all right, I'm gonna get this person 7% just so he can attract the other people. Now you might get somebody for 15, 20%. I'm gonna get this person 8%, 6%. But Wack, he's so stuck at a 30%. Everything gotta be 30%. This why he only gets the crumbs. People start thinking, man, I'm not giving this dude 30%. Who is he? Now I gotta give him 30%, and then I gotta give 50% to the real major label? Hold up. Then I gotta pay the manager 10, 15%. So I'm working for 5%? Oh, hell no. I'm working for 5%? But this is what happens. Because the major label, they gonna want 50%. They not doing you no favor. They want to eat. Then you got Wack coming over there acting like he a major. He want to damn near take all your shit. This is what's happening with Blueface right now. So I know right now Blueface is mad. listening to this shit when you really think about it. When you really analyze it, this supposed to be my guy. Wack supposed to be my man. And then I guarantee you, right? When you start thinking about shit like this and you thinking about how Wack taking advantage of you, right? You start thinking about, man, this nigga ain't do nothing for me in jail. He ain't look out for me. He wasn't even there for me. He ain't look out for nobody that was around me. All he did was take from me. It start registering different. And what's going to happen, right? Being as though that academics put it out there and broke it down the way he did, the same person that gave Wack the opportunity to run his narratives through is going to be the same person that get the people looking at him different, that get Blueface to not want to rock with him, to get the people to understand, because he did it on his platform now. You know how Wack talk about he got the biggest platform for the hip hop. So now when people start saying, yo, go check Wack out, you can see how Wack's business practice is as a manager. He gonna take advantage of you. You don't want to sign with Wack. It's gonna be the same person that gave you the opportunity to spin your narratives about everybody and lie about them, is the same person that's going to destroy your image as a businessman, as a label, as a manager. The same exact person. They say you reap what you sow. You know, he say Wack is his brother, right? This what he say. Wack is my brother. So of course, the same brother that you was praising, that you was excited about, man, I'm gonna lie on T Grizzly. Yeah, I got the work and I got this and that. It's the same person. Now it's stamped. Because it's always stamped now. Now it's stamped. And you know what Wack did that I like, though, I can't even lie, that he ain't rush and respond to Wack. Because he knew the facts. That's what was ill. Wack went on No Jumper and said, academics, man, you got 13 hours. You got 13 hours to respond, right? Academics didn't rush. He ain't even worry about that. When he responded, he came back with the hammer. Boom. And he crushed it. He came back with the hammer and he crushed all Wack's BS because he showed the facts. This is the facts right here. What are you talking about? You saying that Blueface ain't signed the ENT, 100 ENT, it says it right here. Now you can go on the internet and say whatever you want, but this is what the documents are saying. This supposed to be his brother though. This his man's. Nah, academics ain't his man's. Academics was just using it. Just how Vlad is. Now, No Jumper, Adam, he got a little too close to Wack. And let's be real, academics and Vlad don't allow Wack to get that close to them. And I just gotta be real. They don't have no contract with Wack like that. They use them for content and they're making a bag off of the goofball. Straight up. They're making a bag off the goofball. They know he's a goofy. They know he's a capper. They know he don't got the money like he say. Come on now. Wack done went on the platform of No Jumper and then went on the platform of Vlad and said he got a tape on Nipsey. Then come out and say, oh, nah, he ain't do no gay shit. What was it then? You said, Vlad, let's bet 5 million. when you don't got $5 million to bet. You wanted it to sound good. But you was capping. And you capped so much that you embarrassing yourself now. And now your artist is looking at you crazy. Straight up. Your artist is looking at you like, damn, homie, I trusted you. He went and signed the contract without reading it off of word of mouth. And it was the worst contract that ever existed. You signed to 100 ENT and Wack as a manager. But this is the game that these niggas is playing. This is why the ones that are smart and understand to stay away from people like Wack, they stay out of that situation. The ones that deal with Wack, they always fail. Like I told Wack, you're not Game's manager. Game had to take L's to understand to get away from Wack. He had to take L's. Wack was talking that shit to Game. Game paper was up. So he gave Wack some paper like, yo, all right, come on. You talking like you about that. You like that, and you on your shit. You made it sound good. Wack is a talker when it comes to business. He knows how to explain the lie and manipulate you. He does that well. That's his whole game, to explain lies and manipulate you. So this is what he did to Game. He did it to Ray J. He does it to Blueface. And Blueface is going to wake up now, right? Because it's everywhere. Everybody talking about it now. Blueface is going to wake up and he's going to be forever mad at Wack. You was robbing me the whole time, homie. You told me you was with me. But in all actuality, you was robbing me. You acting like you helping my career, but you taking from my family, bro. But you acting like you helping me. But you taking from my family. When it start registering, we gonna see eventually Blueface and Wack is going to fall out on a whole nother level. We all know how it comes with money, friendship, and business. It always brings a division when you got a snake in the room. When you got money and you got a snake in the room, it's going to bring division. This is a fact. Now we're going to see Blueface start understanding, because all he got to do now is an audit on 100 ENT. And once he sees that 100 ENT is taking the money and Wack is getting paid as well, that shit gonna hit different. Blueface probably only getting 10-15% of the money. Straight up. Blueface is probably only getting 10-15% of the money. Something crazy out of his career. And now that he's no longer with Cash Money West, I guarantee you that WACK100 has took whatever Cash Money West was getting and put that to 100 ENT. I guarantee you that. It ain't like Wack gonna say, all right, we not signed to a major no more. I'm gonna give you the percentage back of the major. No. See, what the label like Wack does is they go and sign Blueface to a deal and then lock him into a percentage and then go negotiate it to a major. Now, if he can't get it to a major, he's gonna keep all the percentage. This is why Wack is so happy right now and he acting like he doing all this business, because he's getting majority of Blueface's money. Straight up. He can sit on Clubhouse all day long. This is why Wack is at the reality show like, oh yeah, my reality show. Because he's making more money off the show than Blueface. Now that's wild. This supposed to be your man. So of course, Wack gonna show up at all the reality shows and he like this. Yeah, like this, just chilling. He got R&B getting money off of Blueface. Everybody's making money off of Blueface. And Blueface ain't even making as much money as they are. Wack then took and put his woman in position to make money off of his artists. And I guarantee you he's saying, Blueface don't know what's going on. Manipulate Blueface and say, we gonna need a nurse. We gonna need R&B there. Let's pay R&B to be there. It's coming out of Blueface's money. Blueface don't understand it though. He just think, well, Wack putting it together. We heard how when he went up there and dealt with the podcast, Bootleg Kev, Blueface didn't know nothing. Yeah, it's just me and Wack. So you ain't signed to a major yet? Nah, it's just me and Wack. So what do you think Wack is doing? You don't even have no idea what Wack is doing with your paper. He pocketed it. This is why Wack's so happy that Blueface home. Because he already knew what type of deal he had Blueface locked in. He knew where he had him at. Facts. So it wasn't like, I ain't got nothing to worry about. Blueface come home, I'ma light it up for him. I'ma tell this person to get him, that person to interview him, all these people, light it up, and I'ma get a percentage out of everything. When them podcasts want to interview Blueface, they got to talk to Wack first. They got to pay Wack first. Blueface is definitely going to pick up on this one. Straight up, because you done went at Act. Now you done got the beefing with Act. And we know that Blueface is going to look for Academic's response. Now when he go point it out, well damn, go look your shit up on Spotify. Check it out. Oh man, my shit say under 100 ENT. Huh? Oh, Wack said I wasn't under 100 ENT. This the type of business Wack do. This is why people don't want to do business with Wack. Wack talk about all these contracts. Dosh Network was supposed to be a contract. Nothing there. All these contracts that Wack be talking about he has, he don't have them. They be like fairy tale contracts. So what he does is he manipulates people with the fairy tale contracts to get certain people under the gun. Locked in. Now he did it to 607 Onk. And I thought 607 Onk was smarter than that. I knew he was playing goofy, right? But I really thought 607 Onk was smarter than that, bro. And this is a fact. When I used to hear 607 Onk, and then y'all know I done interviewed him, I'm like, 607 Onk smarter than that. But now I see he's not. You done got manipulated by WACK100 to sign a contract. And we all know how Wack's contracts are. They're slave contracts. They're robbery contracts. They're contracts where it's money going here, 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 and then you get a percentage. How am I going to be putting all the work in and I sign to you and I'm just getting a percentage and you making more money than me off of me? That shit don't even add up. So a person that sits and argues with everybody on Clubhouse about who's snitching is supposed to make more money off me than me? Like, come on, man. Because you made a phone call and then you really can't get the real business done. So, and I'm going to tell you, right? The people that Wack get whatever deal or whatever he gets for Blueface, the percentage that he has to give out is way more because he done burnt his bridges with the people that were giving the good percentages. It's just like if you got bad credit, you got to start going to get loans from people with higher interest rates. They're not going to give you that interest rate that you would have got if your credit was good. When Wack was over there dealing with these other people, when he first came in the game, before he started doing all his dirty stuff, he would get better rates. But he was tearing people up with these rates that he was doing. So now when people see, damn, dude, business practice foul, and then you coming in the room trying to muscle people that's doing real business. And if you don't know, when you start trying to muscle those white people, they're going to stop answering your phone calls. Straight up. They not going to argue with you. They not going to beef with you. They not going to go back and forth with you. They just going to stop answering your calls. They don't want to do no business with you because now you trying to bully me. I'm the one with the money and the business, but you over here trying to bully me out of my spot to do business with me like I really got to do business with you. I don't have to do business with you. You need me for the business. But Wack gets next to these people that introduce him to certain people, and he acts like these people need him when they don't need him. But he'll act like they need him. They don't need Wack. Hell no. It's plenty of people out here doing real business. You talk a good game, but you out here scheming, manipulating. And for him to tell everybody that Blueface wasn't signing 100 ENT and then come to find out he was, that right there says a lot. Straight up. That says a lot. You went on no jumper, sat back, act like you was being cocky and you knew what you was talking about, and then it come out, oh, he is signed to 100 ENT. You said he wasn't. How you gonna answer that? So what you gonna go back, Wack, and say that Spotify and these people that are doing real business, that are making sure their business is intact because they don't want no legal issues, is lying? Are you gonna act like these people are lying? We're waiting for that response, Wack. I'm wondering, how is he gonna respond to academics putting it out there that you've been lying? And he said it in a nice way, though. That's what's ill. Your man's, though. This your guy. Academics is your man's. So he done put it out there in a nice way that Wack is lying. Yeah, I don't know, but this is what it says. This how Act did it, though. I don't know, but hey, it says it right here that Blueface is signed to 100 ENT. I don't know. I don't know what Wack is talking about, but it says it right here. So now he validated that Wack is actually double dipping. Your man's. And Wack say, I don't know why he would do that to me. Because your artist came for him. You think that he was going to allow Blueface to pop it and he wasn't going to shut him down because it was you? Shit. Academics ain't allowing no rapper to do that to it. He don't care if it's your artist or not. He done already told the entire world this. I'm not allowing no rapper to pop it to me when I know damn well they're being beat by whoever they're signed to. He said this several times, Wack. And you must have thought that Blueface was different. You had to, because he was signed to you. You thought that he was going to let Blueface pop it and talk slick to him when he already knows if he's doing business with you, Wack, he's being robbed. Now, this is what you should understand. You should have just fell back on that situation, Wack, because you really didn't have no leverage. You know damn well academics platform can get loud because you go over there to spin your lies. So why have your artist challenge him and then you try to stand on a lie when he knows how to go look it up? That's what's crazy. You tried to stand on a lie to academics when he knows how to go look up the record game. That was dumb. If we being real, it wasn't nothing smart about that. But this is why I tell y'all, when WACK100 is dealing with somebody that has sense, he doesn't never have no win. He always loses. It's the people that don't have sense, the people that he target that don't have no sense. Of course he gonna win with them individuals because they don't have no sense. But him going at Wack, going at academics, it just made him look like a fool. And I know now Blueface is going to be mad at him about this. It's going to trigger something in Blueface to really cut Wack off. We know this is how things happen with labels, artists, groups. When they start seeing that they're being taken advantage of, this person's making this more than them and they thought they was getting this, I guarantee you right now, Blueface don't even really know the percentage that he's supposed to be getting. He just know he getting the bag. Wack telling, yo, we got this for you here. We got that for you here. I guarantee you he don't even know the percentage of what he's supposed to be getting. He just know that Wack is saying, here go the money for this. Here go the money for that.